Marcus Burnett back here live at the 22 Feet Academy Hoops tip-off. Moments away from getting Moravian Prep Black head-to-head versus Combine Charlotte. Appreciate you joining us here in Greenville, South Carolina. Going to take a short break to recognize a few of our sponsors making this broadcast possible, and we will be back shortly.
22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic. Powered by SUVtv. Sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's. Welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
And we are underway. Moravian there in your white jerseys. Combine Charlotte there in the black. Moravian wins the tip. Trying to get it inside to Najee Garvin. Garvin loses the handle. Combine Charlotte coming the other way with it. Tyler Cheese going to be fouled there on the drive. So we'll have our first free throws of the game coming up here with Cheese headed to the line. Can't get the first one to go. One to nothing ball game now in favor of Combine Charlotte. Floater won't go, but we'll have free throws here for number 14. It's Dalen Dotson. Combine Charlotte seeing their first action here in the tip-off. Moravian Prep Black was victorious in opening action yesterday. Three-point attempt by Cheese. Looked like it was touched last by Dotson, so it's going to stay with Combine. Nearly stolen there by Garvin. Almost only counting in hand shoes and horseshoes and hand grenades. Got that one mixed up. Players getting loose. So are we over here on the headset. But it's Moravian Prep. Thought they had a fast break opportunity, but it's going to be stolen away there by number 43. That's Arthur Labinowitz. So a barn burner here on the scoreboard early on. 1-1. Just joking there. I'm sure things will turn up as the first half goes on. But here we're going to have an offensive foul. Stepping in and taking the charge is Tyler Cheese. Look at the head coaches for both squads. Combine Charlotte, coached by head coach Matt Williamson. On the Moravian Prep Black side of things is head coach Marty Parrish. Still tied at 1 apiece. Ball's knocked away. Picking up the pieces and able to get it to go there was Tyler Cheese. So Cheese makes it 3-1. Dewan leaves that one short. Cheese looking to get going. Sidesteps Garvin and gets the assist. Floating that one up and in there, and then coming back and getting the steal. There was Anthony Brown. Brown ahead to Cheese. Cheese with the jam. So they went from Cheese to Brown, Brown to Cheese. Either way, it's buckets for Combine Charlotte, and they make it a 7-1 ball game here, as they're trying to get Uncle Mo on their side. Good take from Romeo Ferguson. Want to see more Ferguson than I saw yesterday. Had 6 to 8 points there in that opening win. It wasn't as much of an urgent game, and it was one that Moravian was in control of for most of it. I really want to see how that 1-2 punch of Ferguson and Garvin really worked together out there on the court. Garvin denied on that play. Good defense by Combine. Cheese kicks it over. Here's the mid-range jumper. Money. Tim Marshall. Coach Matt Williamson saying pregame Marshall's one of the hardest players he's coached in terms of the way that he plays. They're showing some touch on the mid-range J. Two subs coming in from Moravian Prep. It'll be number 20, Trey Bryant, and number 13, Kayvon Rivers. Bryant comes in and has his first trip to the free throw line within seconds of checking in. I think one player that has been able to provide Moravian good energy here at this event so far has been number 13, Kayvon Rivers. Saw him be able to score off of the dribble, creating his own shot in yesterday's game, but also never stops moving out of offensive rebounds and putbacks. Even only being listed at 6'2". Prime example of what positioning and a good motor can do. Brown working along the baseline, floats it up, won't go. Rebound wrestled out of there by Ferguson. Trying to save it there was Jamil Walker, but it will go the other way. Cheese. His first missing a few tries. 9-4 game, Combine leading. Walker gonna try to get the three. No good. Rebound brought down by Jamal DeShields. They'll kick it ahead now. He's fouled on the floor. Talked about Cheese, how good he's been. Brown has also been good, as you see him all over that pass. That's going to be an easy finish above the rim via the Denny's instant replay, as Cheese slams it home. So we've got a timeout. We'll take one with them when we get back. More 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off here from Greenville, South Carolina. Back out of the commercial. And we're going to have a trip to the line coming up here for Moravian. Jamil Walker headed to the line. Walker out of Chapel Hill, North Carolina. A city, safe to say, most basketball fans in and outside of the state have heard of. If you haven't heard of Chapel Hill, appreciate you joining us from under the rock. Second free throw good for Walker. Not sure what the stoppage in play is due to here. The officials are touching base on something. Looks like we've got a technical foul. As we see number 43 for Combine, Labinowitz, headed to the line. While Labinowitz is shooting those technical free throws, let's take a look at another Denny's instant replay. Tyler Cheese. They've gone as he has gone here early on, whether it's scoring. We saw the dunk a couple minutes ago there. We see the assist. As he drops it off to Brown. Brown floats it up and in. The technical foul was a sign for an F-bomb being dropped. Appreciate the official coming over here and letting us know. We knew there was a technical, wasn't sure of the cause. So I got a look from my producer for mentioning that it was an F-bomb, but hey, I think F-bomb is okay. I didn't say the actual word, or else they would have given me a technical. Probably a loss of the commentator role as well. But meanwhile, it's a 5-point advantage here for Combine. Combine Charlotte, they've got 2 squads performing here this weekend. Kayvon Rivers, talked about him a couple minutes ago when he checked in. He gets things done for Moravian Prep. They're going to call the foul. They'll say it's on the floor. Rivers trying to sell the fact that he was shooting, in the act of shooting there. But they rule it on the floor. So Moravian Prep's basketball there along the baseline. Free throws coming here for Ferguson. First free throw is good. Turnover. It'll go back to Moravian Prep. 15 minutes, 1 second remaining here in the first half. Inside to Richardson. Richardson has that shot blocked. Still Moravian's ball. Jared Richardson, another player to keep your eye on. Both he and Rivers very instrumental in that opening win yesterday. Got that win over DME Academy. Same DME Academy squad that fell short to ABI in our opener here on day 2. Ferguson, they wanted to get it inside to Bryant. Didn't like the angle they had there. Now here's Richardson. Richardson looking to go to work. No good on the first attempt, creating a second. He'll pass it to Bryant. And it's Bryant that will shoot 2. Got two guys that are definitely committed to hitting the glass, and Trey Bryant and Richardson. Bryant good on the first free throw. Jamil Walker has checked back into the game. Second Bryant free throw is good, 9-11. 14 minutes, 23 seconds and counting left to play here in the first half. Tyler Cheese gets his first three-pointer of the game to go there. Pushes the combine lead to 4. Bryant looking to work inside. Jump hook, no good. Ferguson has the rebound knocked away. Mixing with it, back to Cheese. Over to Brown. Brown looking to work against Walker. He'll kick it back up top. Telegraphed that pass. DeLong Ferguson able to get a hand on it. Coming the other way. Contact, no call made. Brown with it. Cheese back on his feet, now pushing. Taking it right in. And one. Bang, bang play there. The official signals the and one. As Cheese continuing to do work here, chest to chest, able to finish it. Via the Denny's Instant Replay, welcome to America's Diner. If I'm the young man that got called for the foul, I didn't want to give up the three-point play, but it's insult to injury when you see the official signals the and one, then kind of looks at him on the way over to signal the call. I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it, but just something that we can observe here watching the webcast, as it's a 7-point advantage. Dewan, he's seen enough, gets his first points of the game. There with the front end of a three-point play. Dewan, 6'10", offers from LaSalle, Ryder, Towson, Tennessee Tech. Numerous others involved as well. He's 6'10". We're 7 minutes into this game. No way he should be scoring his first point. I say that more of a statement of what he can do out there on the floor as opposed to being critical. He gets the three-point play the hard way there, makes it 13-17. Expect to see more of him over the next few minutes. Forced to be reckoned with out there. You see the wingspan on the defensive end. Cheese guarded by Ferguson. Shots off the mark. Ferguson with the rebound. He's done a good job of doing that here so far in this game. Dewan aggressively calling for it again. Not the best entry pass. Entry pass was short hopped in there. But Moravian keeps the ball. But I do like how deliberate Moravian Prep is being over the past few possessions and getting the ball into Dewan. Richardson. Persistence paying off as he'll go to the line. 12:27 remaining here in the first half. Cheese can't get his second three-pointer of the first half. Walker with the rebound. Ferguson will be called for the travel. Pass intended inside for number 35. Kias Tida. Nice job of hanging in the air and finishing through the contact by Anthony Brown. Let's take a look at that with the Denny's instant replay. Screen set there, goes in, eats the contact there from number 30, Jackson Bell. Comes through and splashes the free throw, also to make it 13-20. 11:52 left to play here in the first half. DeJuan calling for it there on the block. Walker to Bell. Now DeJuan has it inside. He'll kick it back out. Walker for three. In there. Jamil Walker. Pulls him to within 4. Ball's lost. Moravian picks it up. Jackson Bell had it. It was poked away. But chasing it down is Jamil Walker. DeJuan is going to work trying to get that ball inside. They'll double. He'll pass it to Ferguson. That's a good job. The offense working through the big fella. I said it a couple minutes ago. I thought he could have been more productive early on, just given his height and what he can do out there, and credit where it's due in terms of what he's been able to do over the past few minutes, scoring some, but then also getting the assist on that last play. Here he gets the block, now looking to go coast to coast. Lost his footing, and it will go the other way, but still making his presence felt out there. Is DeJuan. You see him get it inside here. Nice bounce pass to Ferguson with the lane. That pulled them to within 2 points. Cheese. Kicks it out top. Now here's Marshall. Nice pass inside. The assist by Terry Austin. Finished by Tyler Cheese. Four-point game. Bell works it into DeJuan. DeJuan's trying to pass that one to Richardson. Ball still loose. And we're going to have a kick ball against Tyler Cheese. Ferguson inbounded here on the sideline. It's to Rivers. Back to Ferguson. Austin gets a hand on it, but Moravian retains possession. Strong finish inside. Well, attempted finish, but too strong for its own good as it goes off hard there for Richardson. Muscled up, but couldn't get the shot to go. Brown to the corner. Marshall. Good on that jumper. Knocked down a mid-ranger earlier there with the triple from the corner to make it a 7-point advantage now for Combine Charlotte. Rivers gets the step and the bucket. Got one from the free throw line earlier, his first field goal of the game. Floater by Cheese, no good. Title with the rebound. Richardson, nice job of protecting that ball like a running back coming through the hole and finishing inside. So we're going to have a timeout. So we'll take one with them. It's been a good game so far here for Tyler Cheese. As you see that and one, we'll take a quick break and be back shortly. .741 remaining in the first half, 5-point advantage for Combine Charlotte. Dewan gonna try a three-pointer this time, knocks it down. 6'10", we've seen some of the work inside, steps out, knocks down a three-pointer. Now a 2-point game. He's tried to get that one inside. Goes through the hands of the big fella and over to Moravian Prep. Offensive foul against Ferguson. Tim Marshall steps in and takes a charge. Tim Marshall, one of the usual suspects for Combine Academy when it comes to the hustle plays. Steps in, takes that charge with 6:57 left to play here in the first half. Second three ball of the first half for Tyler Cheese, makes it 25-30. Rivers out to Richardson. Dewan loses the footing but kicks it out to Jackson Bell. JB can't get the shot to go. It looks like Dewan will be called for the over-the-back call. .612 remaining here in the first half. Mixon, guarded by Bell. Got the step on him. They recover, knock it out of bounds. Subbing into the game for Moravian, it'll be number 1, Christian Jeffords. Loaded up, won't go in. Jeffords with the rebound. Ahead to Ferguson. Looks like we got an illegal screen. Foul on the screen set by Jackson Bell. I didn't really see that one. But the Stripes did, so it'll go the other way. Coach Marty Parrish just kind of looked at that one, shook his head. Mum's the word. Deep three-pointer for Tyler Cheese. So Cheese with another one makes it an 8-point game with that triple. Ferguson going to work. I'm going to say no shot, foul on the floor against Brown. It'll be free throws for Ferguson, but Tyler Cheese, man, he's been great this game behind the back. It ain't easy being this cheesy. Tyler Cheese is going to work here in Greenville, South Carolina today. You see that via the Denny's instant replay. Ferguson at the line, 4 minutes, 52 seconds. Ferguson Silky on the free throw. Now it's a 7-point game. Tyler Cheese, he's got multiple D1 looks out there. Nothing is materialized just yet in terms of formal offers. A few coaches here on site today. And I'm sure several more will be able to check out this archive to be able to see some of what he can bring to the table. Knocks down both of those free throws, pushes the lead out to 9 points. That Jeffords pass interrupted by Marshall. Can't get both hands on it. Knocks it out of bounds. Rivers to Jeffords. Jeffords over to Richardson. Moravian Prep being patient here. Now inside, Ferguson. Ferguson has gotten to the free throw line quite a few times here in the first half. Ability to do things from the outside in, but also able to use that frame. Listed at 6'4". Has some height and size advantages on a few of the players guarding him. Recognition on when to take advantage of it. Good on the second free throw. Marshall to Mixon. Now back to Marshall. He'll kick it out. Tough shot there along the baseline off the side of the backboard. Rebound by Bryant. Richardson wants it inside. Foul called against Mixon. And we'll shoot free throws. It's a bonus situation for both squads. So we'll be shooting free throws for the remaining 3 minutes, 47 seconds of the first half. free throw line. Should be Moravian's best friend here. Trying to get offense going. Unlike seeing some free throws go through, taking advantage of those free opportunities that can help close this gap. But we're going to have a foul there. The ball was loose and it goes against Rivers. So Cheese headed to the line. Tyler Cheese out of Albany, Georgia. Representing South Georgia well in this one. One of the easiest places to pick up a speeding ticket there. Do that south part of Georgia, 75 South. Call it cruise control central. In my book, once you hit about Tift County, just go ahead and set it on cruise control until you're touching the Florida state line. Eight-point game in favor of Combine Charlotte. Ball's loose. Marshall hits the deck to get it. Both he and Rivers trying to beat each other there to that spot. Two guys that don't hesitate for a second when it comes to getting on the floor. Richardson musting in. Nice defense, though, by Mixon. Got a hand on it, then finished what he started by bringing it the other way, but doesn't take care of the ball. Stolen by Ferguson. And it'll be two more free throws for Romeo Ferguson. We looked pregame at some of the Muscle Milk players to watch. On the Combine side, Arthur Labinowitz, Tyler Cheese, he's lived up to that billing. Tim Marshall. On the Moravian Black side, Najee Garvin, Duam Duwan. Garvin hasn't been able to do as much this game. Duwan had a good stretch there, but it's been relatively quiet over the past few minutes. Both Duwan and Garvin getting a breather. Sure, Coach Perry is trying to save some of those legs for what is going to be a tough second half in terms of being able to hold off Cheese and Combine. First missing a few tries for three-point land there for Cheese. What's always great about players to watch is that, you know, it can give you a pulse of what to expect in the game or a nice forecast. But it's not a science because the game is going to play itself out in terms of the players that rise and take advantage of the stage. As with any forecast, it can change. Just ask your average weatherman. Ball's loose. Give me that, says Richardson. Goes to the deck to get it. Ahead to Jeffers. We approach the 2-minute mark. Ferguson back out top to Jeffers. Over to Rivers. Rivers being given a lot of space. Disrespectful space. And he misses a three-pointer. Brown to Marshall. He's able to step into that one. Ice cream. Tim Marshall. Got a warning on the Moravian bench. Nine-point advantage for Combine. Ferguson loses the handle. Brown tried to tip it to himself. Ferguson takes it. We've got a timeout here by Moravian Prep. Take a look at the Denny's instant replay. You see Brown. He got the steal. Nice job of setting up Marshall. You know what happens from there. That three-pointer makes it 31-40. We'll be back after this short commercial break.
Denny's pumpkin pecan pie pancakes are the perfect Halloween treat. And you don't need a head to know it. Yes.
Denny's new pumpkin pecan pie pancakes, just $4.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
Back out of the timeout. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in this first half. See what Moravian Prep can get done out of the timeout. Bryant inside to Richardson. Richardson loses the handle temporarily, and that's just enough time for Cheese to snatch it away. Marshall picks it up top, nearly stolen, but they retain possession. Brown over to Marshall. Looks like Combine might hold for the last shot here. Brown called for the offensive foul. It really looked like they were just probing for a good shot, not necessarily waiting for the last one. Brown picked his spot. Call for the offensive foul. $30 seconds to work with here for Ferguson and Moravian Prep. Najee Garvin is checked back in. You can hear that smack over there on the foul, so he's going to go to the line. Garvin, one of two Columbia, South Carolina natives here on the roster for Moravian Prep. He along with Jared Richardson. Offensive rebound by Ferguson, and it's good, 33-40. Seven seconds and counting left to play here in the first half. Cheese over to Marshall. Marshall for three. Didn't get it initially, but he's going to have a chance to go to the line and get the 3 free throws that way. Tim Marshall out of Syracuse, New York. .2 seconds on the game clock. Marshall good on the first. Second one good as well. Third of 3. Cashed in by Marshall. Ferguson gets it up. Good if it goes just off the front of the rim, so that sends us into halftime. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv from the 22 feet hoops tip-off. We'll be back after halftime.
22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic. Powered by SUVtv. Sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation. It allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
And welcome back here on site. We're seconds away from getting started with the second half. 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off. Moravian Prep versus Combine Charlotte. It is a 10-point advantage for Combine Charlotte as we get ready to open up the second half. Combine has it. Working it inside to Tyler Cheese. He's been the man with the plan here so far in this game. Doesn't take him long to get started. 20 points there in that first half. Give him 22 already for the game. Dewan out top. Off the mark by Ferguson. Brown, nice hesitation, gets Jeffers and Dewan in the air and is able to finish. Anthony Brown. It was he and Cheese that really helped get things started. He says, hey, don't leave me too far behind. Cheese shows the ball, gets them both in the air and able to finish. What can Brown do for you? That plays one example. 33-47. Can't get the free throw to go. Dotson over to Ferguson. Najee Garvin being guarded inside by Marshall. He's trying to work to get it, take advantage of that size he has. Now it's over to Ferguson. Back to Garvin. Nice defense being played by Combine. Dotson attacks. He misses. Ferguson sticks with it. He pulls them to within 12 points. Cheese goes behind the back, loses it. Dewan picks it up. Dotson ahead to Garvin. Garvin, no good on the shot. He will go to the line. Now remember that because that's a fast break instance where Garvin had it and he didn't dunk it. That doesn't happen too often. As he definitely tested the rims here at Imagine Center yesterday on a few fast breaks. They got the ball to him a little late. Also good defense. Not really a clear path, even though he doesn't need that to finish, as we saw yesterday as well. Good on that first free throw. Second one trickles in. So now it's Brown. That three-pointer off the mark by Labinowitz. You know, there are times where, you know, if you haven't seen a player play a whole lot and he takes a certain shot, even though he misses, you make the safe assumption that he can hit that shot because there's no way he would take it with the confidence that he took it with. And the best litmus test is always the coach's body language after a shot is taken. Prime example, you see how Coach Matt Williamson looks when Tyler Cheese takes a shot. And that result, plenty of reason to feel confident in what he does. Garvin fouled there along the baseline. Foul called on the play. Let's take a look at a Denny's instant replay. Tyler Cheese, 21st half points. Here they give him space. He takes advantage of it. Smile. Say cheese. Nothing but net there from the corner. Tyler cooking today. Garvin, wheeling, dealing, can't get the shot to go. Brown bounce pass to Marshall. Marshall, good awareness, knew exactly where he was in relation to the rim. Didn't have a second to spare in getting that one up and in safely. Garvin trying to go to work against Cheese. Kicks it to Jeffords. Jeffords, good on the three. Garvin with the assist. Jeffords with the triple. Labinowitz called for the travel there along the baseline. Jeffords going to try to get back-to-back three-pointers. Can't get that one to go, but let's take a look at the one he knocked down a few moments ago. The attention drawn there by Garvin. Kicks it out, and it's money from there for Jeffords via the Denny's instant replay. Cheese. Getting it done at all levels. We've seen him attack the rack, knock down three-pointers there, mid-range, stopping on a dime and able to hit the fall-away shot. Now inside to Garvin. Garvin, they get a piece of it initially. I believe that was Brown on the play. And he's called for the traveling violation. Labinowitz trying to post up Jeffords. Instead, they get it to Marshall. Marshall, tough shot taken there. Really was just trying to get that one up. Nice defense by Garvin. Walker to Ferguson. Call for the offensive foul there on the Euro step. So Tyler Cheese, it hasn't just been a one-sided affair in terms of what he's done on the offensive end. Defense, he's had to contend with the likes of a Najee Garvin on the interior, having to guard him and keep him at bay. But then also against the talented Ferguson. You see the nice jab step there by Cheese. 2 jerseys in the vicinity, doesn't matter. I'd be clapping too if I already had a 25-piece nugget with plenty of time to play. 15 minutes, 36 seconds and counting here in the second half. Benowitz fouled on the play, gonna go against Walker, who doesn't like the call. Cheese. Cheese good from the corner. Jeffers trying to answer back, and he does. A much-needed three-pointer there from Christian Jeffers. Marshall. No good. Labinowitz. That was a caked rebound right there. He just swooped in. I was able to sky over, but do it in a way to where he avoided the over-the-back call. Made no contact, just flew over him. And able to put it back in. Cheese, why not? He checked. Off the mark, Garvin with the long rebound. Garvin going to try the mid-range J this time. No good. Antonio Brown. Anthony Brown with the rebound. Sorry, it's Saturday, not Sunday. I guess I'm in fantasy football mode already. It's Anthony Brown, not Antonio. I'm sure Antonio's glad Ben Roethlisberger is back. He can get back to his gaudy numbers. But we're back to the hardwood instead of the gridiron. Garvin fouled, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Take a look at that last rebound. Labinowitz, he's in the phone booth right now. Now he's changed out. Give me that. Excuse me, fella. Rebound and lay in off the glass. Arthur Labinowitz. Been offered by Upstate as well as Coastal Carolina. 16-point advantage for Combine. If you're Moravian Prep, you have to take advantage of the free throws. You've got to. They can help close this gap against what's been a relatively stingy Combine Charlotte defense. Cheese fouled on the pass. And what's been more impressive about Cheese's performance is that not only is he getting buckets, making plays for others, but I mentioned it earlier in terms of who he's had to guard. You know, he hasn't been able to get any breathers in on the defensive end. Maximum effort on both sides. Walker steals that pass. Bounce pass to Jeffers. Jeffers with the finish. 13-point game. Brian Hunt. Floater. Fouled by Jackson Bell. That's going to send Hunt to the line. Be sure to stick with us. Our 1 p.m. game will feature DME Academy versus Moravian Prep and their blue squad. Connor Farrell had a great game for them yesterday, 28 points in a victory over Legacy Charter, another Greenville program here in the area. And what was, even though this is the home of 22 Feet Academy, was really a home game for Legacy Charter. DME Academy second squad really able to win in a hostile environment. Hostile in a sports-friendly way. We have a collision there. Brown's elbow Hits Christian Jeffords. Jeffords is bleeding. He'll be tended to on the sidelines. That elbow hurts wherever you catch it, but especially to the face. Jeffords a tough kid. He'll shake it off. Right now, just trying to stop the bleeding. Give you an update on that when we're able to. It's Anthony Brown at the free throw line. Good on the first. Rivers. It's been a quiet game for Rivers. Haven't seen that same spark plug effect that we saw off the bench in yesterday's game, but there's Jackson Bell. JB with a nice move inside. 13-point game. She's short on that shot. Rivers with the rebound. Had Garvin ahead. Instead, gets it to Walker. That one's knocked out of bounds there. Nice defense by number 23, Jamal DeShields. Tim Marshall, number 3, and number 22. Tanya Mixon. Check back into the game for Combine. Rivers chased that ball down, but stepped out of bounds in doing so. Waiting to see exactly what the stoppage is for here. Technical. Hopefully one of the officials will be able to touch base with us, give us an idea of why the technical was called. Rabinowitz at the line, good on the first. Coach Marty Parrish touching base over there with one of the officials. So while we have a second, let's take a look at the SUV national schedule. The Lighthouse Classic, November 27th through the 28th. There in Corinth, Mississippi. Features some of the top teams. Miller Grove High School will be there. Tariq Gilbert, the UConn signee. They're going to take on Columbus High School there in Mississippi, featuring Robert Woodard, one of the better players in the class of 2018, USA basketball participant. Just a few of the top teams there in that classic in Mississippi. One of the more underrated events. SUVtv enjoys being on site to help pull in some of those that want to be there but might not be able to be. We'll look at some of those other events when we get more time to. Meanwhile, let's look at the live action here. Moravian Prep still trailing against Combine. Mid-range jumper won't fall for Garvin yet, but they need him to be active. Like to see him getting more touches like he's gotten here in the second half after a quiet first. I'm sure Moravian would like to see more of those fall, but haven't really seen a stretch yet where Moravian has had multiple players really get going simultaneously. You know, we saw Duan have a good stretch in the first half. Ferguson has some stretches, but never really in tandem. For Combine, it's been Cheese who has set the tone. Anthony Brown has had a good game. Marshall has done his thing, so everybody's eating for Combine. Moravian just trying to string things together. That bucket by Kevon Rivers could be a good sign. He pulls them to within 15. Now Richardson with the rebound. Richardson muscling in inside. And he'll go to the line. Moravian Prep also has to do a better job taking advantage of these trips to the line. Can't afford to split any pairs or any of that. As you see Rivers, that's a lot of space. Marshall. And that's one of those. Marshall is a hustle player. So if Marshall wanted to get over there a lot quicker than he got over there, he would have. That's more than a case of, more so a case of them really not believing in that jump shot by Rivers. And he taught them better than to do that there on that particular play. But they need more. Does Moravian Prep. We're going to take a short break. When we get back, more coverage. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv, live from the Imagine Center.
22 Feet Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic. Powered by SUVtv. Sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
And almost ready to come out of the timeout. Let's take a look at some of those events that I mentioned we look at. On December 11th through the 12th, we'll have the Memphis versus Atlanta Round Ball Classic. Features teams from multiple states. Jonesboro out of Georgia featuring MJ Walker, state champion. They're in their division in Georgia. They're going to take on Germantown. And Westlake, a loaded squad, will take on East and that Penny Hardaway coach team. We'll have the Chick-fil-A Classic out of Columbia, South Carolina. One of the better events in the country, top 3. We'll have that on SUVtv. The Farm Bureau Insurance Classic will feature Pace Academy, Wendell Carter, and a solid list of teams there in the Southeast. And then last but definitely not least, the Premier Health Flying to the Hoop Invitational will be MLK Weekend in 2016. You can catch that on SUVtv. The host of the Hoops Tip-Off 22 Feet Academy will be back there again this year. So be sure to tune into that one. But back to the task and the game at hand. It is a 13-point advantage for Combine out of Charlotte. Trying to get a win. Set the stage for their Atlanta affiliate. Stay with Combine. Cheese to inbound it along the baseline. Cheese guarded by Garvin. He'll pull up. Raise up, I should say. Shoot that one. It's off the mark. We're under the 10-minute mark. Moravian slowly but surely trying to chip into this lead. Garvin over to Richardson. Richardson takes it right at Marshall. That could be an area where you see an advantage for Moravian. Marshall, a good defender, but Richardson, a strong player inside, trying to take advantage of that strength. That one's tipped in. Not sure who will get credited with that one. Jackson Bell was trying to get it for Moravian. Nice Euro by Richardson. Can't get the shot to go. Cheese with the rebound. He'll slow it up over to Brown. Brown and Mixon. Brown spinning. Shot changed there by Garvin. As Richardson is fouled. We talked about Richardson and trying to take advantage of that matchup against Marshall. Takes it right at him, initiates the contact. Meat and potatoes move inside there by Richardson. Walker. Now Richardson over to Rivers. Says, okay. Jackson Bell, I was, he kind of looked at him. He was looking to pass that one off, but if you want to give me that cushion, I'll take advantage of it. You look at this when they get it to him, and Theta kind of sags off of him a little bit. They're trying to prevent that ball from going into Garvin. Didn't even get a hand up there. Bell says, okay. No problem. One-on-one opportunity coming for Tyler Cheese. Free throw's good. Count the second one. .14 and counting. Left to play here in the ballgame. It's a 13-point advantage. Moravian Prep not really letting that lead get to the high teens, but still not enough to get over the hump just yet. Marshall, that three. Serving as a dagger, not the final dagger, but when you're working so hard to keep the lead from expanding and trying to get buckets on the offensive end, which have been tough to come by. Seeing those three-pointers go in can be demoralizing, but maybe that's just what they need in order for Garvin to respond as he gets that bucket. .14-point advantage now. That three's no good. Bell with the rebound. Gets it to Walker. Walker into Garvin. Garvin passes it out to Bell. Ferguson makes good on that one. Glad it worked out for Moravian. I'm sure they are, but Garvin was down pretty deep to pass that one out. It just knocked down one a little bit further out prior to that play, but it worked out for them. But right there, Tim Marshall just playing the role of spoiler. So they're fighting hard to close the gap. His second straight three-pointer. Pushes the lead back to 15. Garvin, there we go inside. So now you can see why I second-guessed him passing it out on that last possession, but it's always easy to play armchair, whatever. Whether you're commentating or just watching online. Players have the task of making those decisions in a game-time situation. That three way too strong. Garvin with the rebound. It's a 13-point game. Walker ahead to Richardson. Richardson goes right at Marshall again. No good on the shot. Rebound in traffic. There by number 23. Jamal the Shields. The Shields throws it off of Moravian Prep. 5 minutes, 55 seconds remaining here in this game. And if you're Moravian, you can see the sense of urgency there, but you really got to make a run with time being of the essence. I was just going to talk about Tyler Cheese and how he's been in control for a good portion of this game, but Tim Marshall is trying to say goodnight to Moravian. Figuratively speaking, of course, it's 12-22, so plenty of day left, but he's trying to end the case for Moravian Prep coming back and winning this game. The Denny's instant replay, you're going to see Walker here get it inside to Garvin. Garvin wasn't even setting up, just caught it, and it's just time to go to work. Not a whole lot of pre-stuff needed. Just able to finish it. That first free throw good for Richardson, but again, talked about Tim Marshall. Not just a hustle guy, he does that, but can score it as well. Hand in face doesn't matter, splashing through. They say the mid-range jumper is a lost art. Tim Marshall disagrees. 14-point game. Ferguson, no good. Richardson, and one. Sticking with it on the offensive glass is Jared Richardson. Richardson not going down without a fight. As I mentioned already, don't go anywhere after this webcast, as Moravian Prep Blue will take on DME Academy. They get the steal. Ahead to Ferguson. Ferguson can't get the shot to go. Garvin with the rebound, goes back up, too strong. Ball still loose. Richardson muscles it in. Big play by Richardson. And it's now a 9-point game. As we approach the 4:30 mark, Richardson snatches the ball away. And they're going to award Combine Academy with a timeout there on that play. Tough break right there. Let's take a look at that last bucket. You see Garvin fighting. Jackson Bell got his hat in the ring there. But it's Richardson that's able to take it right at two defenders and get that one to go. Then he comes down on the other end, rips one away, but they give the timeout to Combine before they can see the fruits of his labor. So we've got a timeout. We'll take it with them. Thanks for joining us here on SUVtv. We'll be back.
Denny's pumpkin pecan pie pancakes are the perfect Halloween treat. And you don't need a head to know it. Yes.
Denny's new pumpkin pecan pie pancakes, just $4.99. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner.
Back out of the timeout. Interesting to see how Moravian Prep responds here. They came back and really took one away, literally, as Richardson was able to wrestle that ball away. The timeout was awarded to Combine. No time to sulk about it if you're Moravian Prep. But the sequence continues as Brown then picks up the pieces and gets an and one. So it went from a single-digit deficit back up to double. Brown misses the free throw. Mason. Shot off the back of the rim. Mixon. Nice back tap there. I believe it was Ferguson. Gets it to Walker. Walker to Garvin. Garvin fouled on the floor. Free throw missed by Garvin. Cheese in the corner, guarded by Ferguson. Walker and Brown wrestling for it. Brown going to be called for the foul. One thing about this comeback effort is that Moravian Prep, they've done a good job of containing Tyler Cheese. He's already got 30. But in terms of the past few minutes, even though Combine has been able to hold on to the lead, there's been others that have had to score. Tim Marshall had a nice flurry of buckets, a few three-pointers, a couple mid-range jumpers. Anthony Brown continues to be consistent. Cat and mouse game continues. Walker trying to inch them closer. That free throw brings it back down to 9. Hunt, risky pass to Cheese. Cheese. A heads-up play right there. And had to show good balance to be able to save that ball. It was an over-the-shoulder catch. He's able to not only tip it to himself, but then the wherewithal to throw it off of Jamil Walker. We'll see if they take advantage of that possession. Now Cheese in the corner. No good on the shot. Garvin saves it, but right to Mixon. Nice job of throwing it ahead, trying to make something happen. Mixon was just at the right place, right time. Combine Academy gets a timeout. We're going to take another one with them. When we get back, more 22 Feet Academy hoops tip-off. Back out of the timeout. Moravian's ball there along the baseline. Inside to Garvin. Garvin guarded by the smaller Tyler Cheese. Scoring as such. It's now a 7-point game. Coming up on the 3-minute mark. Marshall over to Hunt. Cross-court pass, risky, but it makes it through. Mixing to Marshall. Marshall, he's been deadly here in the second half. Puts his whole body into that one and splashes it through. Big bucket. As Jackson Bell answers right back to make it a 7-point game. Turnover by Combine will give it to Moravian Prep. Definitely proved themselves as a resilient bunch if they're able to close the gap in this one. Tim Marshall has done everything but cut the head off, figuratively speaking. They're still battling. She's going to be called for the foul. That's going to send Garvin to the line. Garvin nearly made the mistake of bringing that ball back down low. Cheese couldn't get it initially. And he commits the foul. So Garvin has done a pretty good job back to the basket with some jump hooks and being able to finish inside. Talked about not a lot of things being done in tandem for Moravian Prep, really getting multiple guys going at once. Jackson Bell playing his part. That's a big three-pointer right there in response to Tim Marshall's triple. Got a lane violation on that missed free throw there by Garvin. So a 6-point game. Cheese falling out of bounds. Gets it to Hunt. Hunt to Mixon. Jackson Bell picks his pocket. Ahead to Garvin. Garvin's got Hunt with him. Excuse me. I got to pull us to within 4, says Garvin. Once you saw Hunt was the only one back to stop him, you could kind of assume that was going to be a bucket. Risky pass is going to be taken by Richardson. They say he stepped out of bounds. 2 minutes, 1 second left to play in this one. It's a 4-point game. Moravian Prep charging back. You see this. That's what? 5'10", going up against about 6'7", 6'8" the other way. Good hustle by Hunt. But Garvin with the bucket. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got a 4-point game. We are under the 2-minute mark. Cheese guarded by Ferguson. Ferguson, good defense. And we got a 3-second violation that's going to give it back to Moravian Prep. Momentum on the side of Moravian Prep right now. They might still be trailing by 4, but they've got the mojo. Traveling violation going to go against Garvin. Looks like Cheese might have pulled the chair out from under him there. It'll go the other way. Can Combine make that turnover hurt? Marshall. The push. So credit to the 22 Feet Academy sign. Not only is it nice signage here at the beautiful Imagine Center, but that really helped prevent a fall there from Marshall. So dual purpose. Marshall goes to the free throw line. 1 minute, 35 seconds left. 4-point game. First free throw's good. We've got a timeout. We'll take one as well. Should be an interesting 1 minute, 35 seconds left to play here. Combine leading Moravian Prep. Game reset, 1 minute, 35 seconds on the clock. 5-point advantage for Combine Charlotte. At the free throw line, Tim Marshall. Marshall knocks down both free throws. I like Marshall's clutch rating. We're getting to the real clutch moments. 1 minute 30. Under 1 minute 30 to go, but just some of the key plays he's made down the stretch here to make sure that Combine has some sort of advantage. Been able to speak for itself. Coach Matt Williamson gets a timeout. Kind of rushed through it earlier, so we'll take another chance to look at some of the upcoming events. On SUVtv, talked about that Lighthouse Classic. Several good teams in that one. Tyson Carter also there out of Mississippi, the Mississippi State commit. His squad will be playing there at the Lighthouse. Jalen Fisher of Bolton, he'll be there as well. Memphis versus Atlanta, good teams there. Two cities well known for basketball, really go head to head in that matchup. A couple Birmingham and Alabama teams in that one as well. Chick-fil-A Classic. They'll have Oak Hill. Wendell Carter and Pace Academy will be in that one also. Just a loaded event as usual. Back from the timeout. Hunt with it. So Combine Charlotte just trying to run off some of this clock. Use that 6 man in the form of that Nefco scoreboard. Marshall, not somebody that they want to send to the free throw line. They're trying to extend the game. They have no choice but to start fouling. Tried to create a turnover. For about 20, 30 seconds or so, but fouling and sending Marshall to the line. First free throw splashes through. Second one's good. Garvin. Another bucket inside. 6-point game. 45 seconds and counting. Stop and pop by Cheese. It's short. Ball's being tipped around. And it's Combine that's able to come away with it. Tough break there for Moravian as they were able to get the missed shot, couldn't reel in the rebound. So now it's going to send Austin to the free throw line. Austin a little hobbled out there, just trying to close this game out. First free throw's good. Knocks down the second. They go into Garvin again. That one's in and out. Combine Academy gets the timeout with 25.4 seconds. 8-point game. We'll have a word from one of our sponsors and be back after this break.
SUVtv Academy Hoops Tip-Off Classic. Powered by SUVtv. Sponsored by Muscle Milk, the official protein recovery drink of 22 Feet Academy. Denny's, welcome to America's Diner. Chick-fil-A, eat more chicken. And the Imagine Center, Health and Fitness Club, the official venue for 22 Feet Academy.
As you resume play, as you see, doesn't take very long for Marshall to get the score. Ferguson comes right back with the 3 to make it a 7-point game. Looks like Moravian Prep has opted not to foul here. And that is going to do it. An 84-91 victory for Combine Charlotte over Moravian Prep. Don't go anywhere. More 22 Feet Academy Hoops tip-off action coming up after this short break.